Oh, wow, that is fun. Stomp is the explosive, inventive, provocative, lots of adjectives there, and utterly unique performance for all ages. So get ready to be blown away by this production, as Stomp will be at Ruth Eckerd Hall this week. And we're joined now by cast member Andrew Patrick. Good morning, Andrew. How are you?
Good morning. How are you?
Doing great. So happy you're coming to town here to perform Stomp at Ruth Eckerd Hall. I know it's an exciting show to watch. What's it like performing in Stomp? The energy has to be incredible.
It is incredible. I mean, I've done this a very long time because of that. It's a really fun show. It's fast paced and it's pretty much different every time you see it. So, yeah.
And so you're going to use Stomp with all kinds of items. I was looking at the list of items you use and watching the videos, and Zippo lighters, hubcaps, all this crazy stuff. Who comes up with these ideas? Where does the inspiration come from?
So the two creators of the show are Luke Cresswell and Steve McNicholas, and they are from Brighton, England. And a long time ago, they were in a band together, and they would busk in the streets. And instead of bringing a drum kit, Luke, one of the creators, would just bring a sort of makeshift drum kit out of garbage cans and stuff like that. And they kind of thought to themselves, like, oh, maybe we got something here. And they started making other pieces, with different objects and cutting the rest of the musical instruments and making it sort of a performance piece, and then took it to some festivals. It got picked up by some producers, and the rest is history, really.
Nice. I love that you are called body percussionists. So how did you find yourself in this show? I mean, I obviously have to do the singing and the dancing, the performative aspects, but how do you know you're good at it? How did you get into it?
Well, I mean, I've been a drummer. I started acting and drumming and dancing at a pretty young age. Really into theater my whole life. And when I went to see Stomp when I was like 16, 17 years old, I was like, oh, I got to do this someday. And I never really did body percussion before. The first time I ever did that was the Stomp audition, basically. So kind of like everyone that comes into the show, no matter what walk of life you are, you just kind of have to learn this sort of Stomp language and the way they do things. So yeah, it's kind of all been taught here. It's great to have some, experience in rhythm, but it can also be taught.
I love, oh, I'm sure it is. It looks incredibly challenging, and we can see your talent. And I love when you have someone who found their love when they're 16 years old, and then you grow up and you do it. That's so cool. Yeah. Now, looking back at the roots of Stomp, it began as a street performance in the UK. It's grown to an international sensation. And with that, it's become also something you'll see not only on theater stages, it's pop culture. You're in commercials, television shows. Tell us a little bit about Stomp outside the theater.
Well, we've done some really cool things. I mean, the highlight for me was we did the 2012 closing ceremony of the Olympics. But we've also done, we've also performed with, back in the UK, some comedians. Like we'll do like comedy gala events, and we'll maybe open up the show. One time we had like a famous comedian in the UK named Alan Carr pop out of one of our bins to kind of open up this massive charity event in the O2 Arena in London, which was a big highlight for me too. But yeah, we were always kind of finding spots for us to kind of fit in events like that, and it's great because everyone can kind of relate to it, and there's no language barrier. So, yeah.
That's awesome. Well, this show receives all kinds of awards, rave reviews. If you haven't seen it, you've got to go check it out. And if you have seen it, treat yourself again, grab a friend, and head to Ruth Eckerd Hall. And Andrew, I'm so excited because you're going to do a little demo for us right now, a little sneak preview.
Yeah, we are.
Let's see it.
We're going to do a little thing called hands and feet, which is the body percussion you were talking about. So I'll take it away.
Take it away.
We've got Jamie Overton, Isaiah Robinson, and Jude Caminos. And this is some hands and feet.
Wow, you guys are amazing. That was awesome. You've got us in studio like stomping. We can't stomp like you, but got us moving this morning. Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you at Ruth Eckerd Hall.